What's up guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Caleb, and in this video we're going to be talking about 5 things that I hate about my Ford Bronco. And of course, a disclaimer guys, I love my Ford Bronco. I don't hate it. But there are 5 things, and maybe more, that I pretty much dislike about the Bronco. And you know, it comes with any car, Jeep, Bronco, Toyota, whatever you get, you're going to have things about it that you don't like. These are the 5 things I don't like about the Bronco that I wish they would change or fix in the coming model years. We'll see. But stay tuned, enjoy the algorithm, and let's go. So moving on to the front of the Bronco, guys, we got the thing number 1, and that is the steering, okay? The steering sucks on the Ford Bronco. It comes from essentially a Ford Explorer, all right? And when you put on 35-inch tires, you're pushing the limits. When you put on 37-inch tires, you are really pushing the limits. Now, there are awesome companies out there like Bronco 74 Weld, a bunch of other tie rod companies that are helping to solve the issue with a lot of the breakage points on the Bronco steering. However, the issue remains. The steering is weak, underpowered, has a rubber belt and plastic gears, which in my mind has no place on an off-roader. I've experienced overheating on my steering motor. I've seen people snap tie rods like they're nothing on stock form. And I've seen just when you're on a rock and you're trying to like push up against the rock and get up over an obstacle, the steering it doesn't have the oomph to push over that rock, and you get in a bind really quickly, really easily. I wish Ford would put on a more off-road steering system. Like, I get it, IFS, I kind of like the IFS, but the steering, man, it's not good. All right, item number 2, guys, that I don't like about the Ford Bronco is the geometry of the rear suspension. Now, I've tuned it about as much as I can in stock form, guys, with keen shocks, metal cloak rear control arms, all the shenanigans, and I gained about an inch of travel. But even being a solid axle in the rear, it does not have that much travel. It should have way more. And the reason being is the design and geometry of the suspension. It doesn't allow for full articulation that you could potentially get if you move that shock tower a little bit more right there, or maybe even a little bit further back, like some Jeeps have it, or even extending it a little bit further to allow for a longer shock to get more droop out of it, guys. Now, why they did it in that position, I don't know. It's not the ideal location, and it does not allow for full droop on your suspension. So I would change that. Item number 3 on the Bronco, and this is a big one, guys. All the electronics. It drives me nuts. There are so many electronics in this Bronco. It is insane. There's a computer for everything. And something I've noticed after almost 2 years of ownership, dozens and dozens and dozens of trail rides, thousands of miles with several dozen Broncos over these 2 years, they have no limit to how many computer issues they can have on the trail. Now, a lot of them are small and they're fixable. Like twice or 3 times now, I've been off-roading and I'm just bouncing around, and all of a sudden my dash lights up like a Christmas tree, and it's like, oh my gosh, ABS, traction control, assist this and assist that, and forward collision not available, all-wheel drive not available, four-wheel drive not available, lockers not available. And I'm like, what the heck happened? Nothing, I'm just driving. So I turn the car off, wait 30 seconds, turn it back on, gone. All lights gone, driving like normal again. No idea why it does that. My assumption is that the computers get tripped up sometimes, they freak out, and if one computer freaks out, it shuts the whole system down. Do not like that. That is very annoying. It makes me a little nervous about reliability by myself on harder trails, and because of that, I don't typically take my Bronco by myself on harder trails, because I've seen a few Broncos now have those issues pop up and they don't go away with the power cycle, and you have to end up limping them off the trail. So yeah, not big on that. Sorry, Ford, fix it. For comparison's sake, the Jeep still has a manual transfer case, guys. This has an electronic transfer case done by a dial. It's pretty cool when it works. It's very quick, it's very immediate, has a lot of really cool modes you can program into it. But when it doesn't work, it does not work, and there's nothing you can do otherwise because it's electronic. Item number 4, that's going to be the window. Not going to be able to tell in this glaring sunlight, guys. This is my second windshield, and it has spider cracks over the entire thing. I'll just point it out to you. It starts here, comes all the way over there, goes all the way over there, and comes all the way down the other side. It has a second one coming down right there. It has a third one that starts here, comes up, intersects with that crack, goes its own route, and then comes up. So it just, the whole windshield is cracked. And this is the second one that's done that, and it just keeps happening. It's not been off-road. It has just been driving on the road, and a little tiny rock will go dink, and it goes tsk. I'm just like, okay, well, call the insurance, got to get another one. Number 5, guys. And this is an interesting one. It's not with the Bronco itself. It's with people's perception of the Bronco. When they see me out on the trails, when they see me driving around in my Bronco, and you know, honestly, I do have it kind of set up like a Gucci off-roader with the keen shocks and the big light bar and all that kind of stuff, but they see me in a Bronco, their first assumption, you don't actually off-road, and you're new to it. I do off-road. It's been on the Rubicon. It's been in Moab twice, and it'll go on the Rubicon again. It does trails all the time. And I do off-road. I'm not new to it. I've been doing it for going on 8 years now, 10 years. I have 2 other Jeeps. Like, I love hardcore off-roading. I love easy trail off-roading. I love all of it. And so driving this thing, I get a lot of people that just instantly think, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm new, and I'm part of the problem. So that kind of bugs me sometimes, always combating the perception of people solely because I drive a Ford Bronco. So that's it, guys. Those are 5 things. I had to think a little bit on what I dislike because I really love the Bronco. It's a phenomenal platform. It does really well. It's also a game changer. It's really pushing the envelope of what you can do with the stock vehicle off-road. And it's put Jeep on blast. So I'm very happy for that. Not because I dislike Jeep, but because it makes Jeep now step up their game. They've been a monopoly for years, and now they're not. So as an owner of Jeep and Bronco, very happy for this, very happy what the Bronco means to the off-road community, what it's going to bring about in the coming years. And I'm hoping for some stuff from Toyota too soon. Like, that would be awesome. So let me know 5 things or just one thing that you don't like about your Bronco. Post it in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, please, so I can get monetized. I'm almost there. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to go back to paddleboarding.